I'm Dan from Comic Shop News, and welcome to Tag Team Thursday, and this is my pull list. I want to give big thanks to Rod, Just Reeking His Comics, for starting things out, John's Comics with Kids, and Tony Old Wolf, as they started us out on the train, and now it's me, followed by Brandon, Comixkings, and with the closer, Justin, No Good Comics. So let's start out with DC Comics. Batman 107. I'll be picking up cover A. I wasn't really feeling the B variant on this. We might see a little bit more Miracle Molly. I'm not too sure. They've been kind of dancing around it. 106 had a little bit of a cameo of her, kind of like what they did with Punchline, where it was just talking on the phone. I guess that's a trope now in this book of when you're going to introduce new characters, they're going to be on a cell phone. Crime Syndicate number 2. I'm going to pick up cover B by Tyler Kirkham. It's Evil Justice League, basically. Issue 1 was okay. I'll check out this one. I'm at least interested enough to kind of continue. I could drop it all of a sudden, too. I can't remember if this is a limited series or not. Dreaming Waking Hours number 9. I did not like the first mini arc of this where they were looking for William Shakespeare. This one I've enjoyed a lot more because it's more of the fantasy elements and it's spoken to me a little bit better. Far Sector number 11. Jamal Campbell's art, N.K. Jemison's writing. This has a Mirka Andolfo B variant to it. Really digging this book. There's one more issue after this. Going to be a great trade when it comes out. Just a great series. Pick it up. Again, Jamal Campbell, fantastic artist. Fantastic. Joker Harley Criminal Sanity number 8. I'll be picking up the cover B by Jason Badauer. I'm not a huge Harley fan. She's gotten better in the books lately. This takes a different spin on the Joker-Harley relationship, where she is like a criminal psychiatrist, like profiler, and the Joker is the serial killer out there doing these artistic murders. It's a little bit more Zodiac, I guess, Silence of the Lambs, but I've actually really enjoyed this quite a bit. I was surprised that I did. Man-Bat number 3, I've surprisingly liked this. The Kyle Hotz covers have been great. It's going a little bit more into the Man-Bat and his kind of reasoning for doing what he does, and of course he continually keeps screwing up. Suicide Squad number 2, Gerald Perel cover. This is a weird team they've started here, and weirdly no Peacemaker focused. If you've seen the Suicide Squad trailer, the newest one, John Cena as Peacemaker is going to be a thing. I can already kind of tell. Kind of excited about that. James Gunn hits another home run, at least trailer-wise. Swamp Thing number 2, the cover B by Francesca Mattina. This is putting another different spin on the Swamp Thing mythos. Ram V, his writing. For some reason, he has the voice of Swamp Thing, and I'm loving it so far. Issue 1 was great. And really excited to read this issue. And if you want to see us talk about Swamp Thing and by Alan Moore, we'll be doing that this Saturday at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. So, sorry, got sidetracked. Image Comics, Bliss number 6. One of the most depressing books I've ever read. Fantastic book, but depressing. Real depressing, and you will feel dirty after reading it, but it's so good. It is so damn good. Commanders in Crisis number 7 by Steve Orlando and David Tinto. Be picking up cover B by Kale and Goob. There's 5 more issues after this one. It's 12 issues. I've enjoyed it for the most part. There have been some parts that have been a little corny, in my opinion, but looking forward to reading this. Geiger number 1 by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank. Jeff Johns has been on a bit of a cold streak lately, if I can be honest. Gary Frank, his art, he's one of the artists who, as he's gotten older and longer in the profession, his art has just become so hyper detailed and just phenomenal looking. The synopsis of this, it's set in the years since nuclear war ravaged the planet. Desperate outlaws battle for survival in a world of radioactive chaos. Kind of sounds like Fallout a little bit. I'll check it out. Like, we'll see. Maybe Jeff Johns can win me back, but the last couple of stuff I've read by him have not been fantastic. Inkblot number 7. It's a fun little book about a time-traveling cat. I really dig this story. It's so kind of simplistic to a certain degree, just even how Inkblot is drawn. Check it out. Like, it's a fun little book, especially if you have a cat. You can realize how lovable and yet annoying they can be. Nocterra number 2. Not gonna lie, I was surprised how much I enjoyed issue 1. Scott Snyder, he drew me in on this. I love Val, and let's see if he can keep it going, because he has a history of starting strong and then just... Silver Coin number 1 by Chip Zdarsky and Michael Walsh. I'll be picking up the Cover B Tula Late variant. It is a new horror anthology series, so you tell me it's horror, I will be picking it up. I love anthologies too, because I love how you could just put these different vignettes in and get a little bit more out of it. Marvel Comics, Amazing Spider-Man number 63. Cover B by Carlos Pacheco. I'm going to pick up. I don't think I really like the new suit that much. I really don't. It's kind of pointless. But okay, we always go through every couple of years. Spidey switches up a little bit. It looks a little too close to the Superior Spider-Man suit a little bit. Weirdly, my favorite suit was the Future Foundation one from when Hickman was doing Fantastic Four. America Chavez, Made in the USA, number 2. I'll be picking up the Bengal cover. Surprised how much I liked issue 1, because the last America Chavez series that came out was kind of just meh. This one, issue 1 was good. Let's see if they can keep it up. Avengers number 44. This Phoenix stuff has beaten me into the ground, but the Peach Momoko She-Hulk variant is why I'm picking this up. 100%. Speaking of stuff that I don't love, but I'll pick up, Excalibur number 20. I don't like this series. I just don't. It's kind of not for me. But every now and again, they throw something in that's very important to what's going on in the other X titles. So here I am, the sucker who's just giving money. Just, here you go, Hickman. Here you go, Tiny Howard. Or Teeny, whatever. There you go. There you go. Mortal Hulk number 45. Consistently one of the best Marvel series out, with a little touch of horror, psychological horror, and of course, great Alex Ross covers to boot. King in Black number 5. I think this is it. This is the end. We've been building up to this for, what, 3-4 years? Let's end it. Please, let's just end it. I have a feeling it's going to be unsatisfactory, but hey, I could be surprised. King in Black, Planet of the Symbiotes, number 3 of 3. This one in particular I'll be picking up because Rodney Barnes is writing it. Cloak and Dagger story in it. He talked about it on our interview that we did with him a couple of months back. So I will be picking up just to support him. And weirdly, I like Cloak and Dagger a little bit. I never think Marvel does enough with the characters. I don't know if there's writers that exactly know what to do with the characters. Marauders number 19. I'm a Kate Pryde stan. I'll pick it up just because she's in the book. But it's been actually one of the more fun books of the Dawn of X series. So I'll be picking it up. And it's got Kitty on the cover. I mean Kate. We don't call her Kitty anymore. Squadron Supreme, Marvel Tales number 1. They're becoming a huge thing with Jason Aaron's run. He's trying to make Squadron Supreme happen, kind of like in Mean Girls, trying to make Fetch happen. He's really pushing this down everybody's throat. And I'm accepting it because I'm a Squadron Supreme fan. I love the old Mark Grunwald series. And I don't care if they're analogs of the Justice League. I like them. Star Wars The High Republic number 4. Been enjoying the series so far, so of course I'll pick it up, and I'm just a shill for Star Wars. Venom number 34, I'll be picking up the Stegman variant. I don't know if this is the one they said to the series finale, but I know it ties into the end of King in Black, and they did show on one of the covers, the main cover, with Venom like turning his back and walking away. We'll see how this works. I don't know. Boom Studios, Last Witch #4. This series has continually gotten better every issue, and I'm excited for it. I'm in for it. Just take my money. Take my money. Magic the Gathering #1. I pick it up because I used to play Magic the Gathering, and I actually used to read the books. So I'm kind of ingrained with the storylines of Urza and all the fucking planeswalkers, and yeah, I'm a giant nerd. Seven Secrets #7 is back, and I've continually enjoyed this book. It's a fun little series. I think it'd be a great animated series, to be honest. From Dark Horse, Dead Dog's Bite #2, cover B by Josh Hickson. Now, this is a series that took me by surprise. I was not expecting to like it. Reading the synopsis, and did a great job on it. Like, it hooked me. I was surprised how much I liked it. Also coming out, Fear Case #3, another series that I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about because Matt Kint was writing it. And from issue 1, I was hooked, and like I can't wait for the next issues when they come out. And Vault Comics, the emotionally charged Hollow Heart #2. Was not expecting this like Frankenstein book, well, sort of book, to be so emotional, and I loved it. It was great, and I'm excited to read this. Just all the feels in that last one, and quick little reviews of 2 books that I read today. Curse of the Man-Thing started out strong because they had the old botanist from the X-Men Empire crossover, introduced a new character, the Harrower, and then as soon as the Avengers showed up, it went off a cliff and was terrible. So I will give it a 5 just because of the first part, and then just downhill from there. And Decorum by Huddleston, by Hickman. I want to love you, but you won't love me back. You keep just jabbing me with nonsense. Like, the book jumps around too much to follow. It's insufferable, and it's been on like 3 months, 4 months hiatus. I couldn't remember what the fuck happened last issue. Like 5.5, 6. I don't know. Like, it's got me lost. Like, I want to love it and I can't. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and subscribe to everybody who's part of Tag Team Thursday. And coming up next is Brandon, Comixkings, and then the closer, Justin, No Good Comics. Catch us on Saturday at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, as we talk about Saga of the Swamp Thing. We have a great panel with Justin and John with me, and a couple other guests. I'm very excited for it. So thank you, everybody. Take care, and see you next week. Bye.